Yo, what is up? Welcome back to another video. Now today I'm going to be showing you some OP tips and tricks for the new update in Bubblegum Simulator Infinity. Please do consider leaving a like and subscribing. It is completely free. Now, shout out to everyone that was in my live stream yesterday. I played this for 10 hours. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for this video because I have a lot of information to share with you. Also, if you are a pro player and I missed something in this video, then please let other people know in the comments. Add additional information just in case I forget a few things. Because let's be honest, there's a lot of new stuff in this update. There might be one or two things that I forget to mention. Now, just real quick, just because I think this is beneficial to know, the developers actually said a few things. So Isaac said, "Hey everyone, I wanted to let everyone know that the board game is meant to be a limited time egg," or the board egg, is meant to be a limited time egg and will change as the board gets more updates. We forget to put the limited tags on the pets, but figured I'd let everyone know our intentions. So yeah, this is really interesting to know. Basically, he's talking about this egg here, this game egg. It's really good because it gives really OP pets, like these game masters right here. You can also get the jackpot pet from this, but that's really rare. So yeah, apparently this is going to be a limited time egg in the future, so really cool. Another dev posted, "Just published some bug fixes, getting stuck rolling dice, season 2 tags on wrong pets, problems viewing items at trading plaza, other minor fixes. We have not shut down the servers because we don't want to disturb you all again. This means that to get these fixes, you need to join a new server." He's basically saying a private server, or if you don't have one, ask a friend to check out BGSI private servers. So yeah, that's all that they mention. Because if you're in an old server right now and you're auto-rolling your dice on the minigame, chances are it's just going to bug out and it's just going to freeze. But I did actually reset my VIP so I can get a new server. And yeah, that bug actually is fixed now. I can auto-roll without it freezing. So definitely try and get in a new server if you can. Also, just another quick thing. Make sure you use these codes. This code is called Silently Sorry. Make sure that there's 2 S's here, by the way. And yeah, redeem this because I think this gives you like free infinity elixirs, dude. It's insane. Also, there's another code. This one isn't as good, but you still might as well redeem it. It only takes literally 2 seconds. And it's called Update Free. So yeah, redeem that one as well. Now, like I said, I'm going to try my best here to go through everything, but there's so much new stuff. So of course, in this update, they introduced Season 2 and World 2, and also the Trading Plaza. Anyway, so let's begin here. So in the gum store, make sure you're buying this new flavor, by the way, if you, obviously, if you can afford it. I can't remember the price of it. I think it's quite expensive. It's called Abstract. This will give you way more bubbles, so definitely make sure, because for a while when I was playing the update, I didn't even check this. So yeah, make sure you buy this new flavor. Also upgrade your storage if you can. This will definitely help you out. There's a new storage called RoboGum. Another thing I want to quickly mention, make sure you're obviously using your new pets. What I recommend you do is actually, well, you can have free loadouts, which is beautiful because what you want to do is you want to have a loadout for World 1. This is what I've done. So these are my World 1 pets. These is my my high roller pets, which is obviously very useful. I'll get more in detail in a second about that. And I've also got, which is my third loadout, my World 2 loadout. Because the reason you want to do this is because, as you can see, look, this has the new currency, which is the tickets, as a multiplier on these pets, which is really strong. And if you look at World 1 pets, it just has the coin multiplier. So definitely make sure you've got the new pets on. Also, make sure you get them to level 25. You can do that instantly with a power orb, like one of these things down here. Yeah, make sure you use your power orbs. And then, of course, make sure you get power up V on them. I've currently got power up V and also looter on my shinies. So pretty cool. Now, of course, in this spawn area, you can use this dice merchant, which, I mean, you might as well every single time you can. You know what I mean? Get yourself some dice because these are pretty OP, I won't lie, because the thing is you can play this board game, which is right here. It's called Roll the Dice. And the reason the board game is so OP is because you can get free infinity elixirs, and you can also get infinity elixirs that basically just instantly get put on your boost. So these green circles here with the question marks, you have like a 10% chance to instantly get infinity elixirs put on your boost. But then if you get one that looks like this over here, as you can see, it's rainbow with an infinity elixir. This means it'll get put in your inventory. So yeah. Now, one thing to note with the board game that I want to quickly mention is there are 3 different dice, which, by the way, you can change your pet, by the way. Don't worry. You can use anything. It won't take it away from you. This basically means it's basically your piece that you're going to play as. You know, kind of like in Monopoly where you could choose the hat or the car or the iron or whatever. you know, it's pretty much the same thing. So I'm just going to choose the Royal Trophy because why not? Looks, it's a pretty cool pet. So anyway, yeah, you've got 3 dices here. You've got a 1 to 6, a 1 to 10, or a 1. So basically, I mean, you can choose between the 1 to 6 or the 1 to 10. These are basically the same thing, but the ones you really want to look for are the 1 for 1s. Now, you might be confused on why, because, you know, you're probably thinking it's not that OP, but actually, it is OP because you can move 1 block at a time. So let me just quickly roll. Obviously, it's going to give me a random number here. So here we go. Right, we're going to roll. What's it going to give me? Wow, 10. Wow, that's actually the highest you can get. That's crazy. So yeah, it's going to give me 10. Now, the reason it's so good, which I'm actually going to roll right again because I don't really want any of that. Well, I could have got the question mark, to be honest, which probably would have been a smart decision. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is looking amazing. So as you can see, I'm over here. Now, in front of me, there are 2 question mark blocks, which in my opinion are worth getting because, as I said, you have a 10% chance of getting 2 infinity elixirs put on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my dice and I'm going to go to the move 1 dice and we're going to get these. So let's make sure we got our 1 dice on. Now we're going to use it and we're basically, yeah, we're going to skip over. Now, okay, it's not guaranteed for the infinity elixir boost to spawn, unfortunately, as you can see, which kind of sucks, but yeah. Also, you can see there's a special egg option there. That is the game egg. So that's also really good to get. Right, let's use our singular dice again. Hopefully we can get an infinity elixir boost. That's kind of what you're hoping for with these. Okay, wait. Oh, wow. It's not spawned again. Wow, well, I don't know the chances of that. That's kind of crazy. Usually when I was doing this yesterday, it was spawning way more often. Maybe they nerfed it. I don't know. Okay, anyway, let's skip a few places. See if we can get far here. Oh, come on. Land on the infinity elixir. So we've gone past that. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try and go on the question mark. Because, yeah, it was pretty much... Okay, they might have nerfed the chances of getting the infinity elixir boost from these question marks. So this might not be worth it anymore. But look, I got 200% server luck boost. That's also really good. So, yeah, basically my point is just use the dice depending on your situation. Obviously, I can't tell you exactly what to do because, obviously, I mean, it's RNG. You know what I mean? It's random every time. So, yeah, just look at the board and choose the correct dice for the correct situation. All right, but let's exit. But like I said, the best thing you can basically get are these infinity elixirs. If you're like 2 spaces away, always use your singular cubes or singular dice to always get them. That's what I recommend you do. Also, if you want, you can also do it for this one. This rainbow egg right here, this also gives you more time on the game egg. Because I don't know if I mentioned this, but this game egg, it has a timer. So as you can see, this has 14 minutes left. So basically what that means is it's a real pain if you want to AFK this egg because it's not always technically there. You have to actually land on a specific, you know, part of the board, like this egg right here, for it to actually spawn. So I think every time you land on one of these, I think it's there for like 10 minutes. One good thing though, if you are going to play the board a lot, every single time you land on an egg, it does actually increase the timer. So, I mean, I've seen this timer go all the way up to like half an hour before, so that's pretty cool. If you are going to AFK this egg, this is what I was doing yesterday, and this is how I almost have a full team of the shiny game masters. Bro, these things are so OP. Basically, what I was doing is I was using infinity elixirs, which I was actually getting from the board, but it seems like they might have nerfed the question mark chances of it. I don't know, unless I was just getting really unlucky. Yeah, make sure you got infinity elixirs on. Make sure you're obviously using your evolved potions, your lucky evolved, speed evolved, and your mythic evolved. Another thing, make sure that you're switching your loadout to your high roller pets, which if you don't know, the high roller enchant, you can get it in the void from the pet enchanter, and it gives you 10% luck every single pet you've got it on. So I can have 11 pets in this loadout. So obviously I've got 11 high roller enchants. So this is an additional 110% extra luck that I'm getting from that. Obviously, also, if you can, try and get the 200% extra luck, server luck, because obviously, yeah, that's going to give you some extra luck there. Another thing I'd recommend that you do is probably go into like a VIP server if you can with a bunch of friends, because then you can get like a luck boost. I think every friend that you're in a server with, you get an extra 10%. So that always helps out. Now, there are a bunch of mini games on the different islands, which I guess I'm going to show you. Now, this mini game on Island 2 is the minecart mini game. It's pretty self-explanatory. I don't really need to show you how to play it. You just got to dodge like the eggs in there, basically. You just use WSDW or WASD. It's usually how people say it. I don't know why I put it in that order. But to be honest, I don't really recommend that mini game. I feel like the best mini game, if you're going to focus on one, is probably this claw machine, which is actually located in the robot factory. Also, there is also a memory game on one of these other islands, but I don't think that one's it's not as good as the claw machine, because you can actually get infinity elixirs from the claw machine. So let's actually do this. Also, it costs a ticket to play, but one thing I realized last night was, obviously, yeah, it takes these like super tickets used to instantly replay the mini games. But majority of the time, when you play the claw machine, you can actually get a super ticket from the machine. So it's basically like you're paying to play, but then you're basically just getting like a refund. It's kind of crazy. Also, make sure you level your way up through easy, medium, hard, and insane. You need to do these in order. It shouldn't take too long. But yeah, obviously, when you get to insane, then you can have a +3 drop. So that's really good. And yeah, just try and collect stuff. Obviously, I mean, probably go for like the 1 dice first if you can, which is that one right there. As you can see, I've got it. Nice. So yeah, go for the singular dice. Also go for the infinity elixirs. Also go for the those ticket thingies, which I forgot the name of. Obviously, so you can get like a free, so you can instantly play the machine again. So yeah, you might as well use up all your time. Also, it's not based on like how many turns you've got. It's actually based on time. So I think you get about 60 seconds. So you want to do this as fast as possible, to be honest. You know, get as many rewards as you can, because yeah, you might as well. Also, I'm going to try and get that potion back there. Is that a mythic evolved? It might be. I've got 1 second. Can I get it in time? I think I just got it. Wow. Awesome. So I didn't get infinity elixir there, but trust me, you definitely can get them. Oh, look at this. I just got all this stuff. Oh yeah, the dice key. Before I forget to mention this, a lot of people are asking me where you can get the dice key. Basically, the dice key is very similar to how the royal chest works. So you know the royal chest, how it just spawned randomly? It is pretty much the exact same thing with the dice key. You've just basically got to be lucky in the server and it will spawn. So my recommendation for that is just save up your dice keys, just play the game as you do, and hopefully you can get one eventually. That's pretty much what I'm hoping for. My usual advice is don't go looking for a dice chest, which I know sounds like counterproductive, but honestly, it's one of those things that if you go looking for a dice chest, then you're just going to get annoyed because obviously, you know, they're quite specific like things to find. So I would just play the game regularly and then just wait for it to pop up, because I believe it does pop up in your like... it pops up in the chat, and it'll also pop up on your screen saying that it's spawned. So yeah, definitely look out for that. Now, in terms of coins, with coins, they did introduce a new potion. This is called a Tickets Evolved potion. As you can see right here, it comes in different rarities. It's called the Tickets Evolved, the Tickets V. Obviously, just basically the same levels as every other potion. Now, of course, the Tickets Evolved is the best one. This earns 500% more tickets. It's actually really, really OP. If you're going to farm tickets, which I'm not going to do right now because I actually have max, by the way, which is 200 bill. There's no point me wasting my potion. But let's just say I was going to farm some tickets. What I would do is I would put on my World 2 loadout, as you can see, with Team Up V on, which is very important, on the brand new pets, which make sure you're clicking equipped best, by the way. Yeah, make sure you've got your tickets evolved on, or whatever ticket one you can use. Use golden orbs, because this double increases your spawn rate of stuff, which is obviously pretty OP. And then basically to do what Jellyfish Jim is doing right here, he's just running around in circles. I mean, look at him go. He's actually running in the Infinity logo, which, is he doing that on purpose? Bro, I mean, he's playing Bubblegum Sim Infinity to a whole new level. Okay, wait. Oh, wait, no, I think he's actually running in an Infinity logo. That's pretty crazy. Fair play. He's committed to the game. Also, shout out Jellyfish Jim. He's also a YouTuber. Also, if you're really struggling to get coins, you can use an Infinity Elixir, I guess, if you really want to. Because obviously, I mean, that will double the amount of coins you're getting as well. I don't know if I'd recommend that, to be honest with you, but I mean, the choice is always there. Oh, yeah, just like in World 1, you can get rifts spawned, which will give you better odds for some eggs. So let's actually see what this is right now. I'm curious to know. Oh, and it's just flinged me off. Okay, hopefully I can glitch back on, and no. Yeah, this is a weird thing that happens. Sometimes if you land on an island, it just like literally sends you to another dimension. I don't know why. Okay, hopefully this doesn't happen again. Here we go. Come on, don't kick me off. There we go. Okay, what is this? The mining egg. Okay, 10x. I don't really want that, to be honest. But yeah, try and find like some really crazy multipliers, which I'm going to jump down here. What is this one? The cyborg egg? Okay. Which, oh no, the cyber egg, I mean. Which I do believe this is actually the best egg. So I'm still getting familiarized with all the names of the stuff. Yeah, the cyber egg. And the top island is called Robot Factory. Okay, cool. Which goes on to my, well, another point that I want to mention. I believe there's only one secret so far, I think. I'm not 100% sure about that, but the only secret I've seen being hatched is from this cyber egg. So yeah, it's called like a huge, no, not huge, bro. I'm still saying huge pets. This is crazy. I mean, secrets. You can get like the secret mech robot or something from this. I think it's 1 in 66 mils, so obviously the chances are pretty rare. Also, you can get that other secret, which I did do a showcase on, which I highly recommend you check that video out. It's called like the Luminosity or something. And you can get that from the season pass. Oh yeah, another thing I want to mention, just in case I do forget, if you go back to the spawn world, you can actually still use the infinity egg which I know a lot of people may have forgotten about. Basically, with the Infinity Egg, there's 2 settings. If you look right here, the mini game Paradise, as you can see, you can actually switch the Infinity Egg between the 2 different worlds. So the overworld, this will be world 1, and then the minigame Paradise, this will be world 2. So I highly recommend if you're going to AFK this egg, obviously switch it to minigame Paradise because these are all the new pets. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I've just remembered another thing that I forgot to mention. Let me just finish claiming these gifts first. That is the mastery. So the mastery, let's check this out. I think I've actually got mine max now, which is absolutely beautiful. Don't get me wrong, these are expensive though. This did take a while. Basically, what's new is the shops and the pets mastery haven't changed, but the buffs mastery actually got an additional upgrade, and the mini games is completely new. So in the buffs mastery, level 21 was added, and it is actually called the auto open rift chests. So it lets you automatically open rift chests, which is pretty cool. And also this new mini games mastery is completely new. As you can see, it just gives you like faster mini games, more mini games drops, you know. Level 6 actually, it gives you auto roll for the board game, which I must admit is pretty OP. It's quite nice to have that. Now it does get pretty expensive the further you go down here, I won't lie. But as long as you're using Team Up V with your coins potion, using Infinity Elixir if you want, you should be able to get these coins pretty fast. One thing about this though, this buffs mastery, I forgot to mention, this level 21, I think is like 250 million gems. Very, very expensive. I'll let you decide whether that's worth it or not. I don't know. Also, if you're trying to get gems really fast and you have loads of mystery boxes, definitely spam these things. You can get a ton of gems. Of course, I know I've said this a million times now, but make sure you got your Team Up V pets on. Don't forget. You know, you don't want to be opening mystery boxes and forgetting that you got your high roller pets on. Because trust me, you'll get way less than you should be. Also, if you are going to open these, do keep in mind, they don't actually work towards the ticket like currency in this world, which is a bit weird. Well, it wasn't any last night anyway. I don't know if they fixed that or if that's still a thing. But yeah, the mystery boxes don't count towards the tickets. Okay, anyway, yeah, I appreciate you watching. I do believe I have said everything. There may be something I'm forgetting here. I mean, to be honest, there's so much in this update that it's like, you know, you can't expect me to say everything. I believe I have said everything, but there might be something that I've forgotten to mention. Because, bro, this update is so amazing. There's just so much content. Yeah, the devs absolutely smashed it with this update. I won't lie. This is like truly, truly amazing. The only thing that kind of sucks about it is the fact that obviously they released it on a Sunday. Like, imagine they released this on a Friday and we had like the whole weekend to play it. That would have been so good. But, you know, I guess it's better late than never. Still, regardless of you know, when they released it, it's still an amazing update. Highly recommend you give this a go because, yeah, it is actually really fun. Anyway, what I'll probably do now is I will... You know what? Actually, I'm just going to quickly show you the trading plaza. I might as well at this point. I feel like I've shown everything in the game apart from that. Just in case you haven't seen it, let's go over to the overworld. Oh, which, by the way, I mean, I know it's probably a bit late to mention this now, but there was a lot of people asking me. I mean, this is pretty much at the end of the video, so this is a bit of a waste of time, I won't lie. I'm sure everyone knows this at this point, but a lot of people were asking me on the live stream where you actually get to the new world. It's on the Zen Island. Like I said, I'm sure you all know this at this point, but yeah, on the Zen Island, it's right next to the alien shop. That's how you actually get there. It costs 5... No, I think it's 10 bill actually. Anyway, let's go to the trading plaza just in case you haven't seen this yet. How you get to the trading plaza is it's right next to the Infinity Egg. Go to the Infinity Egg and then take a left. And then there's this beautiful portal. Looks amazing. You can go into the noob server or the pro server. I'm going to go in the pro server. Okay, here we go. Now, one really interesting thing is they've added like a trading terminal. So basically you can do trades like across different servers, which is pretty cool. Hopefully there's not like a dupe that comes from this or something. Like, I feel like this is the sort of thing that where like dupes happen. I don't know. Hopefully, obviously that doesn't happen though. So like if you go into here, you can just see all these people offering pets. So like this guy, for example, he's offering a king soul or a emerald or an enraged phoenix. I'm struggling to speak right now. This guy wants these two for a silly dog. Okay. So yeah, obviously, I mean, majority of the time, you're going to see some absolutely outrageous trades. But, you know, you never know. So like this guy, for example, he's offering a chocolate chicken. So let's add a... Oh, wait, where did it go? They keep despawning. Okay, well, I was going to attempt to offer that guy, but the trade disappeared. You got to be fast in here because obviously you never know. Someone else might beat you to the trade. Also, there's like a My Post tab as well. So you can check, obviously, your posts. So yeah, pretty cool, I must admit. Really like this. If you're a big trader, then you're going to absolutely love this feature. Look, you can just see everyone trying to trade right now. I love this. Like, this guy's saying I'm overpaying. I wonder what he's overpaying. Wait, wait, there's a hog rider. Oh, I think he knows who I am. Hi. I record. I'm going to tell him, you gonna be in my next vid. In my next vid in the outro. Yeah, shout out to this hog rider from Clash of Clans. Oh, he said, shout out to ViewSim. Everyone should sub. Yes, I agree. Anyway, yeah, we're going to end this off now. If you have made it this far, comment, well, I guess to comment hog rider, because this guy's a hog rider. So, yeah, wait, whoa, what on earth am I looking at? Wasn't this guy on the leaderboard at one point? I feel like I remember seeing that avatar on the leaderboard. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.